Vale. Ahora sí. Después de media hora puedo poner el puto juego. Son buenas tardes. ¿Qué tal estás? Hola, Tiri. Pues llevo media hora intentando poner el juego. Porque para jugar me pedía cuenta de rota, pero no me dejaba crearla. Porque mi nombre es ofensivo. No sé por qué. Y luego no se ponía en español, que hay que hacer un ajuste de mierda, meterte en los archivos del juego y para ponerlo todo en español. Que es comprar en Steam, tío, es que no sé. Que no es pirata ni nada, es que es comprar en Steam y está el idioma español, es que no sé por qué tienes que hacer todas esas cosas. Pero bueno. Sí, sí, que literalmente llevo media hora para hacer que el juego funcione.
A city on the verge of greatness. A new type of city, based not on the man, but on the automobile. The car. A symbol of freedom and vitality.
Cosas de la vida, sí. Nada, ya estoy vacunado.
Every man can own his own home, and have room to breathe and not be overlooked by his neighbors. A city where a man's home is his castle.
Lo que sé de este juego, bueno, aparte que tiene ya unos años, lo hicieron los de GTA y soy un inspector de homicidio. Investigo asesinatos. Creo que puede ir por ahí con el coche y eso, tipo GTA. Que ha hecho un guiño a Red Dead. Es tipo GTA, solo que eres bueno. Y eso, te va a matar no sé quién, va a hacer pues lo típico del C6, ¿no? De ver el cuerpo que ha pasado aquí, no sé qué. Yo también, pero la primera. Sí, bueno, yo la primera también. La semana que viene pongo la segunda. Que entre la vacuna y hacer cosas, llevo 2 semanas desconectado.
A city of undercurrents, where not everything is as it seems.
Tiene muy buena pinta, no sé si luego el juego está chulo, ¿no? Pero buena pinta tiene.
A 20th century city that will become a model for the world.
Que los derrotas hacen juegos muy guapos. Aunque lleven 10 años sin sacar un juego, pues el GTA V no muere, pero...
That will stretch as far as the eye can see.
Ayer o antes de ayer probé uno que se llama Beholder, que es de una comunidad de vecinos y tal. Se parece al Paper Please, pero no me convenció, demasiado complejo. Así que fuera. Madre mía, mira esas palabras.
Or maybe even the watch commander. So who do you trust, Cole? I made up my mind a long time ago.
KGBL calling caller 14 Adam. 14 Adam, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
14 Adam, see the detective at ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. Unit 16 William requesting assistance for an evidence search. 14 Adam, code 2.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
A ver, antes de seguir, necesito mirar las opciones de gráficos porque yo creo que no están al tope, creo. A ver. Efectivamente. Es que este juego con el tiempo que tiene que estar todo a tope. Rendimiento, calidad, equilibrado, calidad. Aplicar. Tamaño de la interfaz. Hombre, normal está bien. Sí, vale, pues sí. A ver, Beholder, el concepto está bien, está chulo. Si te gusta Paper Please, This is the Police, ese tipo de juegos que son así, de ese estilo, está guay. Lo que pasa es que el Beholder, creo yo, que es demasiado complicado al empezar. Entonces, estuve 1 hora y media jugando el otro día, ayer o antes de ayer, no me acuerdo, que lo hice en stream. Y después de 40 y pico minutos empecé a pillar cómo iba el juego y tuve que reiniciar la partida porque para completar la misión en la que estaba necesitaba cosas que no podía conseguir porque me había gastado en otras antes. No sé, es una cosa... Está guay si ya sabes jugar, pero creo que es demasiado complicado al empezar. Y nada. Me aburrió un poco, la verdad. Me parece buen juego, pero no me convence lo suficiente. Vale, a ver los gráficos ahora. Bueno, un poco mejor. Vale. Y este juego, cuando salió, era el top de los gráficos. Míralo ahora. Ya puedo poner la sirena, qué guapo. Mira, ahí está la escena del crimen.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You my backup?
Yes, sir. Phelps and Dunn, Wilshire Division.
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, a Negro male bagged up and on his way to Central Morgue. Witness says a tall white guy, our shooter, put 2 in the Vic's head and then threw his piece. I need you guys to try and recover the gat.
You want us to look anywhere in particular?
Give it your best shot, guys. The dead guy's a lowlife. I'm not expecting any miracles here.
And if we recover the weapon?
Bag it and return it to technical services.
You hurry it up, Floyd. We
I'm
got
outta
places
here.
to be.
Happy hunting.
Las caras están bien, ¿eh? Recuerdo que este juego, cuando salió, era lo máximo en gráficos y sobre todo en expresiones faciales, que la gente flipaba.
Let's just get it over and done.
All right, have it your way. We'll search right up to the back wall.
Así que empiezo
If you
siendo
still
un
don't
poli,
come
¿no?
up with anything, come find me and we'll talk it out.
Estoy buscando
Two
la
heads
pistola.
are always better than one.
La habrá tirado por aquí. La música bajará de volumen gradualmente para indicar todas las pistas. ¿Cómo? Epa. Por aquí hay algo, ¿eh?
It's not my job to pick through other people's trash.
Por ahí vibra, no sé por qué. Por aquí vibra mucho, ¿eh? Mucho, mucho.
Jesus. Cole, come take a look at this.
¿Puedo correr?
Probably not.
What have you got, Phelps? Anything?
Ah, vale, era esto, ¿no? Mirarla así.
Not sure this means much.
Nah.
I tell you, I'm jinxed. I always get landed with this crap.
Vale, los periódicos ofrecen información previa sobre hechos que pueden o no estar relacionados con tu... Supongo que pondría crimen, o caso.
Never gonna find it. It's a waste
Para
of
ver la
time.
noticia que trae el titular. Ah, qué guapo.
Dr. Fontaine, could I have a word?
Of course, young man.
I really enjoyed your lecture, Doctor. Psychiatry seems to have a tremendous amount to offer.
Why, thank you. I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work. The mind is the last great mystery in medicine. Are you thinking of specializing, Mr.
Sheldon, or Courtney Sheldon. I'm only in second year, Doctor. They fast-tracked me a year because of my experience during the war.
Ah,
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Battle fatigue and collapse under duress. Can it be helped?
I would say yes, given the right set of circumstances. Trauma forces the mind to close down, retreat in on itself. We try to find ways to unlock the mind again through a combination of therapy and drug treatment. Hypnosis and therapy are powerful
Es que está muy bien,
tools
las caras.
in the right hands, Shift.
Para el tiempo que
I've been
tiene.
to visit some of the guys at the VA hospital. A good friend of mine, he's so far away. It's like he's wandering
You
around.
went through a lot together.
Yes, Doctor.
Give me his details and I'll make a prognosis. I have a number of clinics in Los Angeles, Courtney Sheldon. And your penance, for your friend's help, is to come and work at one of them in your spare time. With what little spare time a medical student has. Is that a deal?
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure, for whom he can only smooth the path to death.
Todo esto por mirar un periódico, ¿eh? Vale, pues era eso lo que vibraba. Puto anuncio. Hola Paco, tío. A ver, ¿por qué hay algo? Sí. Pero bueno. Ojo, salió por ahí.
Shooter put him up against the wall and blew his brains out.
Hell of a way to go.
Doesn't really matter how you go once you're gone.
Don't get all deep on me, Phelps.
Oh, está muy guapo, Ahí está.
Ralph, there's something on the rooftop.
How the hell did you see that?
Paco.
A reflection in the window. Looks like it might be our weapon. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up there.
All right, don't hurt yourself.
Por aquí, ¿no?
The gun's up on the roof,
La
right?
que es amarilla.
So we need to find a way up.
Esa indica que se puede escalar. Que sí. Que me pasa todo los Assassin's Creed, es que está bastante claro. Oye, las animaciones de movimiento están muy bien también.
What kind of chumps do these homicide guys think we are?
Pero bueno, aquí está la pistola.
Smith & Wesson, serial
Anda,
S718.
se le da hasta con el modelo, claro. Estoy investigando. Tiene sentido.
Two rounds fired. And instead of dropping it down a drain, our shooter hoists it up here. Interesting guy.
Hombre, un poco gilipollas sí que, Deja la pistola aquí. Imagino que el tema de huellas no, en esta época no había.
We have the gun, Cole. Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
Could show some initiative, Ralph, and see if we can come up with an owner.
That's a long shot, Cole.
It's a pretty fancy gun. You know a local gun store?
Sure. There's a place a couple of blocks from here.
Vamos a la armería. No sé a qué botón se sprinta, tío. A ver. Pulsa para abrir la libreta. Pista. A ver. Ah, mira, aquí podéis ir viendo. Oye, esto es increíble, Caso, reflexión. Persona. No hay nadie todavía, ¿no? Sospechosos. Lugares. Intuición, objetivo. Parece que está putísimo increíble, la verdad.
Are you sure about this? It's not really our gig.
No harm in doing some digging. The suits didn't seem to give much of a damn.
Such a little Boy Scout, Cole. You can't wait to get out of that uniform, can you?
You'd rather round up drunks than help old ladies across the road?
I'd rather get through the day without the captain's foot up my ass.
It'll be fine, Ralph.
No
You
sé.
worry too much.
Ah, vale. Al gatillo. Se corre. Mira cómo corre el tío, como un auténtico policía. Sí, señor. ¿Cuál es mi coche? ¿Este es mi coche? Al triángulo se entra, ¿verdad? Hombre, como buen GTA. Armería. Allá que vamos. Fijar como destino. Madre mía, esto es increíble. Voy con la sirena, que se quiten del medio. Que voy. Nada, para mí no hay semáforo. Solo bueno es el policía. Hijo de puta. Pero no te pone camino, solo te pone la banderita y ya tú ves. quitan o no? Sí, se quitan. Vale. Igual el mejor camino era el otro, pero bueno. Igual no hace falta ser tan escandaloso, pero... ¿Y lo que mola?
Officers Phelps and Dunn. Can you tell us anything about this gun?
Smith & Wesson, Model 27, registered Magnum. Chambered for .357, nickel-plated with pearl grips. Same gun used by General Patton.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No, I'm not.
You seem to know a lot about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. You know, this piece will stop a rhino. These babies are only available special order. Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest.
Colabora,
About something bad, right?
Ok.
Model 27 with pearl grips, Cole. You see it on there?
Hostias. Aquí estoy viendo mucha información, Para leer anotaciones, para seleccionar... Ah, vale, pero te lo dice ahí. Ok. Vale, eso no me interesa. Me interesa esto. Palisandro no. ¿Qué es lo que ha dicho? Hostia, no me queda con lo que ha dicho. A ver. A ver. Dirección. Níquel pulido, cañón 4. Cacha grabada. ¿Era esto? No, esto. Sí, cachas peladas, creo que es este. A ver. Sí, parece que es la única. Esa.
We're in luck. Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February 46. Thanks, you've been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Tiene una puta máquina,
Do we call it in?
¿Puedo entrar por
Let's see if
aquí?
he's at home. Owning the gun doesn't prove he pulled the
¿Puedo entrar
trigger.
por aquí? Sí. Claro, no en el medio.
In for a penny, in for a
Se pasa
pound.
directamente.
Lead the way, Gunga Den.
Ahora no voy a poner la sirena. Hijo de puta.
Now that wasn't so hard, was it? Just because we're in uniform doesn't mean we can't use our initiative.
I guess so. Seems a little too good to be true. One-of-a-kind murder weapon bought locally using a real name? If Schroeder's our shooter, he's no criminal mastermind.
Most of them aren't. That's why they get caught. 2 out of every 3 crimes are done on impulse.
Another fact from the Phelps Encyclopedia of Thin Air. You really are full of it.
Va a tener un accidente que flipa. Por ahí. Buah, este juego hecho ahora puede ser increíble. Llegue 46. Se me cago en la hostia, ¿eh? No se saca la pistola, pero cuando sepa, te vaya a cagar. Pueden abrir las puertas con pomo dorado. Espectacular. El segundo.
Schroeder, apartment 2.
Ojo, se va a liar. Apartamento 3. Aquí es. La leche sin coger.
What do you guys want?
I'm Officer Cole Phelps. This is Officer Dunn, Wilshire Division. You're the owner of a Smith & Wesson Model 27, nickel-plated with pearl grips?
I might be. What of it?
Then you'll be surprised to know that Scooter Payton was murdered tonight with your gun.
You're out of your mind. Scooter? He works for me. I have that gun here in my drawer. What the fuck is going on here?
You're under arrest, Schroeder. Cuff him, Ralph.
No way. You're not taking me down for this.
Vamos a enseñar a pelear.
You ready, tough guy?
Hijo puta. Has pegado a mi compañero, pero ¿quién te crees que eres? Soy el brazo de la ley. Hijo de puto. Te reviento la cabeza. Como el tutorial no va a caer rápido, entonces lo voy a hinchar. Madre. Hala, detenido.
Ralph, you all right?
I'm fine. I hardly felt it. He's lucky he caught me off guard.
Qué guapo, ¿no?
Keep an eye on
Registra
Ralph.
apartamento.
I'm gonna
Vamos a
take a look
registrarlo.
around.
A ver. ¿Qué hacías aquí, gamberro? Oye, está guapo, estás del lado de la policía. Peinado de escenarios para descubrir pistas. Vamos a ver qué tiene aquí puesto. Para pasar páginas. Nombre y fechas, ¿no? Te
List of
pillé.
names and a series of numbers. Floyd Rose's name is in this book.
Phelps, we can come out of this all bright and shiny with a commendation. Or stick our schlongs in a hornet's nest. Call it in, partner. And leave the book where you found it.
No, el libro hay que llevárselo.
Officer Phelps, badge 1247.
Hombre, no. El libro te lo llevas. Este es el del periódico, ¿no? Sí.
You dumb fucking sons of bitches, get in this line now before I lose my temper.
Excuse me, Sergeant, but...
Excuse me? Fuck you. You say another word and I'll break your fucking head and have you in the brig.
Some of us are here for...
I know why you're here, asswipe. I'm having a bad day, Private. Some people don't seem to want to get on this bus.
I didn't ask for your help.
He didn't ask for your help. Can you believe this guy? Who are you two? Abbott and Costello?
We're here for OCS, Sergeant.
So it's the three fucking stooges and you're here for OCS. God help this fucking country and the USMC. The Japanese will do the world a favor and kill you quickly. All three of you are on report. What are your fucking names?
Phelps.
Kelso.
Merrill.
Any other gentlemen for OCS?
Qué duro.
OCS is at Elliott. You take the Camp Elliott bus over there. This bus is for MCRD. This bus is for men who want to fight.
Well, you picked the right place, Cole. A city that needed an honest cop like a thirsty man needed water. You'd heard the stories, but you weren't interested. You were here to fight the good fight, solve cases, right wrongs. The force is like politics. There's no sitting on the fence. You have to choose sides. A brown paper envelope, or a Greyhound ticket to Palookaville. It could only ever end one way.
All units to 211 in progress and shots fired at Westlake Savings.
Podrían hacer un remake como el Mafia.
1415 West 3rd Street. Unit to handle identifying code 3.
We'll take that. It's only a couple blocks from
14 Adam calling KGPL. We'll handle the 211.
Roger that, 14 Adam. Be advised, suspects are armed and dangerous.
Roger, KGPL. 14 Adam en route.
Vale, cocha.
Take it quick, you guys. The cops are here. We gotta move it.
La comida, ¿no? La clásica.
Try for the front door. Keep your goddamn head.
Los revienta todo,
We
¿eh?
don't know how many are in there. Take it slow. Backup will be here soon.
He dejado el arma al suelo. Vale, vale, vale. Llevo las dos, el cabrón. Ah, he manchado el
That's it?
brazo.
We got them all? I think we got them, Cole. Should be all clear.
Está guapo,
Lieutenant
¿eh?
Hopkins says anytime you reach for the shotguns, you're either going to end up dead or wearing a citation. So I guess...
It's okay, Ralph. You did well in there. Glad you had my back. Man couldn't ask for a better partner.
Qué bien miente. Mejor compañero imposible. Y me lo he cargado yo a todos.
This kind of opportunity comes along once in a lifetime, Hank. I have to grasp it.
You have to survive it first, Cole. Here are the veterans. The Japs love to shoot officers.
If I can make a name for myself in this war, my future...
Thinking of taking on a company of the Emperor's finest single-handed? You don't seem the Sergeant York type to me.
When I need your opinion, Kelso, I'll ask for it.
They talk about officers like you in boot camp, Cole. They call it the Custer Syndrome. Guys who go around dreaming of fame and glory and getting all of their men killed in the process.
Our duty is to lead, Kelso.
And their duty is to die for your wonderful future?
Cole Phelps and Jack Kelso. With some people, it's as simple as chemistry. Two guys who should have been friends, but their personalities got in the way. Phelps.
Imagino que todo esto es la presentación, luego no creo que sea todo el rato mini misión, cinemática, mini misión.
Never walk away from a fight.
Well, it's a shame you don't like to talk about it, Cole.
Ralph, friends who want to stay friends don't discuss religion or politics. And in my case, you can add the war to that.
I know that bum. Wendell Bowers. I put him away before. He jumped parole.
Parece torrente.
Get after him, Phelps. I'll head him off in the car.
Wendell Bowers! Stop!
Mira cómo corro. Madre mía.
Watch it!
Con la linterna y todo, La Virgen.
He's hiding in the alley!
Tenía que haberme tirado los palés, si es que es de primero de huida.
Stop now or I will shoot.
¿Pero dónde vas, maquinita?
I won't tell you again, Wendell.
Jesus, Dunn, watch your fire!
Don't want to do this, Wendell.
Oye, está increíble, el juego me está encantando,
Get down from there right now.
Give it up, Wendell.
Que te disparo, No me puedo disparar. Chacho, hijo de puta, digo. Pues si le engancho una pierna.
Go away, I'm going back inside. I've done my time.
It's over, Bowers.
Ven aquí.
You assholes already screwed me once.
Give hours.
Me encanta cómo corre con sus pantalones planchados. Dios, vaya puñetazo me ha dado.
Looks like we've got the place to ourselves.
Vamos que te reviento, chaval. No te dejo ni respirar. ¿Qué pasa? Hijo de puta. Es que, ¿para qué voy a ponerme aquí y vaya a bloquear si...
What you doing, Wendell?
si le puedo partir la nariz directamente?
He's got a hole in his life for an asshole like you. You can make it up to him in 10 years' time. Watch your head. This hump will be back in the Iron Hotel by tomorrow night. Nice work, Cole. You run track in high school?
Part of the tradition of the Marine Corps and being an officer in the Marine Corps is the ability to make tough decisions. The right decision is not always the popular one. The right decision will get the men you care about killed. These ratings and your ability to give them frankly and truthfully directly affect your chances of successfully becoming a Marine officer. Candidate Phelps, you have the floor.
Así que fui un marine.
Esprit de Corps, Merrill, 10. Franklin, 8. Weiss, 8. Donahoe, 6. Kowalski, 6. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 2. Leadership, Donahoe, 8. Franklin, 7. Merrill, 6. Kowalski, 6. Weiss, 5. Hudson, 5. Kelso, 1. Candidate Kelso!
I'm sorry, Captain, but I joined the Marine Corps to fight the enemy, not get involved in this schoolboy chicken shit.
Kelso, in my office, now!
Típico subnormal.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you.
Me hace mucha gracia que lo ajuste en una opción de blanco y negro para ponerlo todo en blanco y
shining
negro.
new star in the squad. The case that you solved that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank and file patrolman. This could be the one goal.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
I swear, this town's going straight to hell. Broad daylight. Crowded street.
No, me parece a mí que el tema de la huella aquí no,
stay back. Let us do our
no funcionaba. Porque mira el tío cómo lo está tocando. Dios, si lo puedo mover y todo. ¿Al muerto? Madre mía. A ver, si podemos tocar algo que no sea su cara de mierda.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
¿Cómo ganaría el juego si tuviera en castellano audio y todo eso? La verdad. Está guapo, No tienen a las manos. Ya está, es que no tiene más nada.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
Sí, que no hay más nada ya está.
The main reason Santa's so jolly is because he knows all the bad.
We should make sure we've checked the whole crime scene before questioning the witness.
Can I help you, sir?
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Está muy bien hecha la
First
cara.
name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Haha, Clovis Galleta, what the fuck. Vaya nombre de mierda tiene. Mira la cara esa. Relato de la testigo. Revisar pruebas. Las preguntas están a la derecha. Vale.
You think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
O sea, no solo es que esté bien la cara, es que la cara de esta tía es de las mejores caras que he visto yo en un juego. Si cree que el testigo miente y tiene pruebas, selecciona mentira. Tendrás que presentar pruebas para acusarlo de mentir. Usa triángulo para acusar al testigo de mentir. Verdad, duda, mentira, ver libreta. A ver. Vale. Duda.
I'm having a hard time believing that, young lady. You want to be taken to a police cell?
You're hardly any older than me. Don't you dare talk to me that way.
A man is dead, Miss Galetta, and it's a criminal offense to lie to a police officer. I ought to take you downtown.
Get out. Get out right now. Send in one of the other policemen if you must, but I won't say another word to you.
Te reviento la cabeza, ¿eh? Tendría que haberla acusado directamente de mentir.
Hasn't given me anything to go on.
Nada que ver por aquí.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
Pues ya está, ¿no? No parece que tenga nada más que hacer aquí.
Awful. Just awful. Why can't we get any closer?
¡Epa! O sea, la gente es tonta, ¿eh? Deja la pistola siempre al lado.
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
We have the murder weapon?
But no murderer. The girl saw it all, but she clammed up on me. We can trace the gun.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Con el coche.
The main reason Santa's so jolly is because he knows where all the bad.
¿Por qué se corre así?
What
¿Qué
did I
hace?
tell you about going too hard on the witness? She's a store assistant, not a prisoner of war.
Is that supposed to be funny?
I'm just saying that sometimes you need to pour some sugar on these broads. A little bedside manner can go a long way.
And since when are you the expert? We got the murder weapon, didn't we?
You shouldn't dole it out if you can't take it, Phelps. She was a looker, though. Tell me I'm wrong.
No wonder you're suddenly so obsessed with bedside manner.
Pues me la voy a dar al final. Que la gente no tiene respeto, macho. Tiene que ir con la china siempre, si no.
officers. What can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Caillou. Edgar Caillou was his name. Thing looks like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
You know where we can find Mr. Caillou?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
Ya lo tenemos. Cuando me dejen por libre luego tengo que hacer la prueba de si puedo coger coches o qué. La batería de caballeros no, joyería. Pongo la sirena y el tío sale corriendo. No es nada sospechoso. Hijo de puta.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Caillou?
No. Mr. Caillou is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Ese. Cho, se está liando, claro.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Estaba clarísimo.
Hurry, officer! He's getting away!
Estaba más claro que el agua.
Caillou, get back here!
A lo mejor del juego el tío se está dando contra la pared. A lo mejor lo he visto todavía. Mira aquí, asqueroso. ¿Me puedo disparar o no? ¿Me dejan ya disparar? Ah, sí me dejan, sí. ¿Cómo? ¿Cómo acaso fallé? Le da un tiro en un gemelo para que no corra.
Officer Cole Phelps,
venga, vale.
Are you Edgar Caillou?
No. Mr. Caillou is out back. He said he'd lie down.
Habrá que avisarlo o algo, no sé.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole, go!
Corre, Cole, no vaya a correr, no vaya a niarse,
Caillou, get back here!
Lock him up and throw away the key.
Vale, tengo que apuntarle un rato. ¡Hostias! ¡Hijo de puta!
Too late, Caillou!
Stop or I will shoot!
Vale, vale.
Edgar Caillou, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
Un momento, porque antes he puesto una opción. Saltar secuencias, no. Vale. La quería ver eso porque digo, a ver si me he equivocado.
The case that makes you and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Ah, pa' dentro.
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain
Vale,
the
me
latter.
dejan torturarlo, eso está bien.
How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Okay.
Let's talk about the shooting. Do you deny shooting Everett Gage?
I'm a businessman. I run a jewelry store. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure my lawyer can clear all this up.
Usar intuición. Preguntar a la comunidad. Eliminar una respuesta. Preguntar a la comunidad para ver las líneas de interrogatorio empleadas por otros detectives. A ver. Mentira. 99%. Oye, está guapísimo, ¿no? Por eso te hace falta internet para jugar.
You deny owning a Browning pistol, serial number 01138.
I owned a gun, yes, but it was stolen in a burglary a couple years ago. You can't
Ya está
prove I used my
mintiendo porque el
gun
de
on
Armenia
Gage.
me ha dicho fue hace 2 semanas.
You had the gun cleaned and bought a new box of ammunition. The store owner remembers you and where you worked.
Is that so? It's amazing what the Nebbishes will recall when it suits them.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ver intuición.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
Parásito izquierdista, soy un facha.
You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn...
No puedo parar. No puedo parar. También te digo que para ser derrota los gráficos en la mierda. No, pero es que tiene muchos años. Cuando este juego salió, estos eran los mejores gráficos que había. Y fíjate las expresiones faciales. Para los años que tiene, busca cuántos años tiene el juego, va a flipar. Para los años que tiene, las expresiones faciales son increíbles. O sea, los juegos de ahora, muchos no llegan a esta calidad de cara. Verdad que los gráficos de la ciudad se ven pochos, pero mira las caras. Ay, si le doy pausa puedo ver el interrogatorio entero. Pero bueno. Parásito izquierdista. Soy un puto facha. Oye, está guapo, ¿eh?
Goy butt snatcher. You and that stup Gage.
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage.
Rango actualizado.
I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just, Officer Phelps. Isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the chief of police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, Boyle. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Que mira las caras, tío, las caras están brutales. Y tiene, ¿te has dicho? 2011, 10 putos años. O sea, piensa en la Play 3, que ni siquiera es de Play 4. Es de hace 2 generaciones. Toma. Patrulla completada. Tu trabajo te va a valer un ascenso. Prepárate para el traslado. Departamento de Policía de Los Ángeles. Informe de actitud. Técnica de investigación sólida. Destreza con las armas. Plena condición física. Agudeza en el interrogatorio. Vamos. Me gusta mucho, está muy chulo.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on traffic. The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Burkowski.
Heard all about you, Phelps. You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
He's an intense one, isn't he, Mel? Who's intense? The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out. And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps. He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
That's an order, Phelps.
Shh, quiet.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why are you war heroes always so modest? I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Burkowski.
Hope you like work, kid. Bukowski sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right? Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bukowski. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside now. I'm gonna start you out with 1 case. Do okay? I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out. Come on, Phelps.
Tía, la estación. Coche abandonado.
The thing was, he was a real nice guy.
Salida, por aquí.
They really pushed you through quick, didn't they? 6 years on patrol before I got this desk. You were here in 5 minutes.
What do you want me to say? I didn't ask for any favors.
Baja los escalones de uno en uno, Poco juego va a hacer eso.
Can I ignore you some other time?
Only if I guarantee he walks.
His mother would be proud of him catching all those criminals.
You know this place?
¿Está en mi coche?
Sure. Near the old gas works and Signo Depot and warehouse district. I'll direct.
Vehículo desbloqueado. 2 de 95. What? Y tengo sirena espectacular.
459 just occurred at 6th and Sarah's. Any unit to handle, code 2
So,
identified.
tell me a little about yourself, Phelps.
Are we friends now, Bukowski?
We have to work together. Don't be so touchy.
Grew up in San Francisco. My father was in
Me
shipping.
parece que ahora sí ya voy
Went to
por
college
libre.
at Stanford.
Did 2 years
Responde al
ROTC
aviso,
before
voy ahí.
CS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early 45 as a first lieutenant. Fought in the Okinawa campaign. I was wounded. Shipped back home. Had a year on the beat. Now I'm here. So
Ahora
you
paso.
won the Silver Star. I don't want to talk about it. Now let me get this straight. You single-handedly killed 40 Japs on this hill in Okinawa. No. You were up there all night, draped in the flag, knife between your teeth, gun at the ready. Finished? The Emperor Hirohito himself leading the charge against you. I did my part, Bukowski. What did you do? I kept the streets of LA safe for the people. Yeah. Now I get it. Unfit for service. Fuck you, Phelps. I earned a bravery citation during the Zuda riots. Sounds like you had it rough. I did my job.
All units, a 459 just occurred at 6th and Saris. Any unit to handle, code 2, identify.
11 King, go ahead, KGPL.
11K, a 459 suspect.
Está respondiendo ahí porque como estaba hablando,
Here's a
por eso
mask on his
tarda.
face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Te lo dejé de roleplay, pero bien. Me gustaría mucho que hicieran otro juego de esto.
Give it up now. Make it easy on yourself. Get the hell away from me.
Pase de por allí.
What's your rush?
No puedo apuntar mucha gente.
You can still catch him.
Que no sé si le puedo disparar, me va a decir fallido. Como el otro, habrá que detenerlo, supongo.
Son of a bitch. I'll take you all down with me.
Casi me mata, ¿eh? Le dispara en un pie porque quería detenerlo, pero... No sé si hay botón de hacer placaje o algo así, no sé, la verdad. Crimen callejero completado. Va, sí, había que matarlo. ¿Va a conducir tú? Me cago en tu puta madre. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Es que se ha quedado el coche en un sitio malo? No puede entrar, ¿no? Por el este. Lo deja entrar a... Joder, no me puedo creer que exista este bug. Y que me lo tenga que cruzar yo todos los putos bugs del mundo, tío. Venga, échate para aquí. Menos mal. Me despejan el camino, ¿eh? Estoy llegando.
That you, Bukowski? Go on through. Parking lot straight ahead.
I need to get back to work, officer.
The detectives are here now. You repeat to them what you told me.
I did the right thing by calling this in. I'm just a working stiff.
Just give them your story and you'll be all right.
This is your first case, Phelps. It's okay to admit it if you're stumped. If you don't know what to do next, just come talk to me and we'll see what we can figure out. Thanks, Stefan. You're okay.
I'm Officer Hart.
Phelps, traffic. What have you got?
Abandoned car, probably stolen. The solid citizen is Nate Wilkie. He called it in.
What gives with the coroner?
There's blood all over the interior. Someone's copped a full Broderick, but no stiff as yet.
We have an owner for the car?
The car is registered to an Adrian Black, just north of Bunker Hill.
All right, we'll take a look around.
I'll keep Mr. Wilkie talking, but don't make him wait too long. He's the restless type.
Nice day for it.
A ver este coche.
How long you gonna keep me here, sir?
Está lleno de sangre, pero que no hay cuerpo. Flipa.
Victim looks to have lost a lot of blood.
Mucha no, muchísimo.
How's the world?
A ver las pruebas.
Always the same through a viewfinder. How about you?
I've got a mystery.
Mira la tubería, anda bien con esto.
Practical jokers say it's contaminated soil. My guess,
Brand name might give us something to go on.
let me through. I just want a quick look is all.
¿Hay más pruebas o no? Sí. Su carnet de conducir, ¿eh? Ojos azules, pelo castaño, casado, varón blanco. Un montón de
32 years
pistas, ¿eh?
old, married. Sounds like an average guy. What was he doing out here?
¿Esta no es la de antes? ¿La de la zapatería?
After your time,
¿O no?
I guess.
Lo estoy flipando. Igual estoy flipando porque no ha dicho nada.
Stenzel glasses. Home repaired by the look of it.
Vale. ¿Alguna prueba más? Creo que ya está, ¿eh?
Sir, I'm Detective Phelps.
Name's Nate Wilkie.
You found the vehicle?
Sure. Saw it just sitting there. Strange place to be parking your car. Figured I'd better take a look. And then I saw all the blood. So I called the police.
Mind if I ask what you were doing out here?
Well, I work for the railway. I was on my way out to the switch and reckoned I'd take a shortcut.
Ok. ¿Verdad, no?
Did you see anybody else in the yard? Maybe somebody hanging around the car?
Nope. I hadn't seen a soul all day till you boys turned up.
Vale.
Do you know Adrian Black, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. That ain't a name I'm familiar with.
Que no lo conoce, dice. Usar intuición, vamos a ver. ¿Qué dijo la gente? La mayoría dijo que era verdad.
You ever seen the car before?
Funny enough, I did. A couple of nights
Hombre,
ago, it
si
was
lo
over there
conociera,
in
¿para
the
qué iba a
parking
llamar a
lot.
la policía, no?
I know most of the cars that park here regularly, so it kind of stood out.
We found a steel pipe with blood on it near the car. Do you know anything about it, Mr. Wilkie?
No, sir. I went straight for the law when I saw the car was full
Yo
of
le
blood.
creo, ¿eh? Parece que dice la verdad.
When you saw the blood, was it wet, bright red, or darker like it is now?
Darker, I'd say. Looked dry already.
The wallet by the car. Was there anything in it when you arrived?
You accusing me of something, mister?
Do you want the patrolman to hold you down while we turn out your pockets, Mr. Wilkie?
Maybe I checked inside that wallet. Not that I was gonna steal anything. Maybe I took a look.
Vale.
But there weren't no money in there. Not even change.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Wilkie. We'll contact your employer.
4 de 4 correcta, madre mía, increíble.
If you have to, I guess. I can't really spend no more time over this.
Rango aumentado. Premio. 5 vehículos ocultos. What the fuck. Ok. Pues nos vamos. No sé a dónde, pero nos vamos, ¿no? Ok. Cuando estés cerca de un vehículo, para hacer que tu compañero conduzca. Ah, puedo hacer que conduzca él.
Get back here, Phelps. We're not done yet.
Vuelve, aún no
Keep
hemos acabado.
searching.
¿Cómo? Sigue buscando. ¿Ah? Si no hay nada más. ¿Busco por el tren o qué? No sé qué más quieres que busque. Mira, no, la música se ha
Get back
quitado.
here, Phelps. We're not done yet. Keep searching.
Pero qué coño, es que no sé qué más quieres que busque.
Let me through. I just want a quick look is all. You guys, take your time. No freight rolling through here till we're done. And we're still punching the clock.
Ahí está la sangre, la tubería, la gafa, la cartera.
You're looking to get rid of that old crate? I'll give you a nickel for it.
¿Eso? Oh, sí, mira lo que acabo de encontrar. No todos los objetos resultan pertinentes. Ok. ¿Puedes mirar el maletero? Fíjate, pues sí.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Matadero.
Mr. F. Morgan picked up a live pig yesterday?
Ok. Ahora sí,
Somebody's
¿no?
got to inform the wife, Phelps. If you're done here, we'll head over there now.
Vale, ahora sí. Que quiere que conduzca él, ¿no? Venga, pues ya está.
You can drive. Where are we going?
Vamos a ver qué tal es que conduzca él. Si tu compañero conduce, te llevará a tu destino. ¿Pero que viaja rápido? Sí, tiene pinta, ¿eh? Sí.
Let's go introduce ourselves. You talk to her, Phelps. I'm no good at this shoulder to cry on stuff.
Just a minute.
Que viene.
LAPD, Mrs. Black. May we come in? We have some bad news, and we'd rather discuss this in private.
I'm Margaret Black. We can discuss this in the living room. Please come in.
Your husband drives a blue Lincoln, Mrs. Black?
That's correct.
The car has been found abandoned, and I'm afraid there are signs of foul play.
I knew something was wrong when he didn't come home.
We believe your husband may be injured. We found a pipe on the scene with blood on it.
Oh, no! My poor Adrian!
Does the name Insta-Heat mean anything to you, ma'am?
Yes, it does. We've just had a new water heater installed.
Whereabouts, Mrs. Black?
Just outside the kitchen window. At the side of the house.
I'd like you to try and stay calm and remember everything that you can about last night. My partner and I are going to take a look around. When you're ready, we're going to have some more questions for you. Is that okay?
Of course, officer. Anything to help secure my husband's safety.
No sé si me la creo, ¿eh? Es sospechoso.
Well, let's check the place out. Come on. Have a good look around. There's got to be something in here to go on.
Kavanaugh's. So who brought this home?
Ya que está, ¿no? Le registro todo. Va apuntándolo todo, supongo.
This was only recently installed, not 2 days ago. Maybe it's time we took a look around outside.
¿Aquí? Aquí.
No use leaving the thing half finished.
Ahora que quiere que lo ponga yo.
That can't be right.
No, no, esa va a la izquierda. Y ahí va la tubería que falta.
So the pipe missing from Mr. Black's heater is the same one that killed him. Huh. Seems like the assailant is a little closer to home.
A ver si hay algo por aquí. Aquí no se puede entrar, ¿no? No parece que haya nada. No. Antes de volver. Ojo, periódico.
Lie down, make yourself comfortable.
Todo tiene que ver con el mismo tío, ¿eh?
You're a friend of Courtney's.
Yes, Doctor.
He seems very concerned about you.
I have these visions. These blinding visions. I can't get them out of my head. My skull, it feels like it's in a
I
vice.
want to give you something to calm your nerves. I want to take you on a journey back. I want you to remember the good things about your past, occasions that made you laugh, times that made you smile.
Maybe Adrian was a patron.
Claro, allí puede haber gente que
And
lo
I should
conozca.
have an address.
O que lo haya querido matar. Con teléfono para pedir. No, espérate. No, pero quiero coger el paquete, vale. ¿Y qué estaba haciendo aquí? ¿Limpiando los cubiertos?
I don't think this is going to help us. Seems irrelevant. I doubt it. Optimistic, Cole.
¿Tú qué coño es, tío?
Junk.
Voy a escuchar más raro. Vale, arriba los guantes nada. Busca un teléfono.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Kavanaugh's bar.
Certainly, Detective. One moment. Kavanaugh's Bar, corner of Aliso and Hewitt, south side of Union Station.
Thanks.
Todo esto porque mira, si no miras bien... Puedo revisarlo todo, ¿no? Todo lo que quiera. A ver esto.
This must be Adrian's. Stencil. So the glasses are a match.
Las gafas que encontré. Solo hay enferma de amor sin ti. Vuelve pronto, cariño. Besos, Nicole.
To my Adrian. This thing gets more and more interesting.
Ángeles 7. 3 de
A
diciembre.
used ticket to Seattle and a suitcase gone missing. Someone couldn't wait to get out of this house.
Otra vez esto, tío. Las cerillas están por todos sitios. Todo lo que pueda revisar lo reviso. ¿Tienen cuartos separados?
Separate bedrooms, separate pictures. What gives here?
Es raro. Es muy raro.
I'm all right now, detectives.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Pues mira,
Incidental. This isn't what we're looking for.
pero todo, ¿eh?
Circumstantial.
Bueno, pues yo creo que está bien ya.
We found a receipt in the trunk of your husband's car for a live pig. This receipt was made out to an F. Morgan.
A pig? Adrian runs a tool business. That would be Frank Morgan. God knows what he's up to.
What makes you say that about Morgan, ma'am?
He's the foreman at my husband's plant. A very shady character. I've told Adrian he needs to keep his distance from the staff.
Entonces la sangre será de
They're always
cerdo.
out drinking together.
Did your husband tell you where he was going last night?
All he said was he was going to meet Frank for a drink.
So nothing out of the usual then.
Well, he came home early from work. He never comes home early. And he went out early, too. He normally never leaves for the bar till about 7.
I think you should come clean with us, Mrs. Black. Your husband is missing, and after our search, I'm willing to call the circumstances suspicious. Can you account for your movements last night?
You're not accusing me, are you?
Yo no me fío de ella, ¿eh?
What an awful thing to say. I was here all night, of course, waiting for Adrian to come home.
Tío, estas son todas las pruebas que puedo decir para decirle que está mintiendo. Mensaje oculto, diría yo, ¿no? Ah, vale, no, eso para revisar. Ah, claro, primero tengo que decir si es mentira.
The evidence is stacking up, Mrs. Black. It all places you at the rail yard last night.
I've already told you I was here all night alone. Your stack of evidence doesn't change a thing.
Your husband frequents Kavanaugh's bar?
How did you know that? Adrian practically lives there after work.
So Adrian spends a lot of time there.
Up until recently, he's been away in Seattle a lot on business.
Was your husband wearing his glasses when he left here yesterday?
Yes, he just bought a new pair.
So you disposed of the new pair after you killed your husband. You made a mistake in leaving the old pair behind.
I never did! How can you be so heartless, throwing around accusations at a time like this?
Tell us about the photo of Adrian in the bedroom.
What is there to tell?
Tenía un amante
It's
allí.
from his most recent business trip to Seattle.
There's plenty to tell. You just won't tell it. You're lying about the photograph, Mrs. Black.
You're incredibly rude and insensitive. But I guess you know that. I've told you what I know about the picture.
What about Nicole, Mrs. Black? Was your husband going to leave you for her?
I've seen the photo frame. He thinks I'm stupid. But women sense these things. I don't know if he intended to leave me or if it was just a fling. God only knows. I only want to know that he's safe.
We'll keep you informed, Mrs. Black.
4 de 6.
Please do, detective.
Bueno, está bien. La he acusado 3 veces directamente a ver si oye, eso está guapo.
You're behind the wheel. Fine. Where are we headed?
Venga, pa'l bar.
Jesus, I'm glad to be out
Vale,
of
o sea que
there.
sí se ve el viaje.
Mr.
Lo de
and Mrs.
antes ha
Black
sido...
don't seem to have the happiest home life. He's too
Cosa
scared to
concreta.
divorce her, and she's too much of a shrinking violet to throw him out. If this hadn't happened, they could have stayed miserable together forever.
You think she could have killed him?
She sure as hell doesn't seem the type. But stranger things have happened.
Hombre, de momento la mujer es sospechosa.
Hey, I know
No, you don't.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
You looking for someone?
Can I get a bowl of that chili?
You know Frank Morgan?
Sure. Frank's a regular. He's a loner in the back.
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Frank Morgan?
Who's asking?
Cole Phelps, LAPD. I understand you're a friend of Adrian Black.
Yeah, I know him.
Are you aware that he's missing?
No, I hadn't.
Coño, ese es un actor. Ese lo conozco yo.
Tough break.
We found Black's car abandoned in a freight depot, covered in blood. You know anything about that, Morgan?
Hell no. I'm sorry to hear that. I like Adrian. He's a good boss.
Please, don't tell me you actually believe this jerk-off, Phelps. I think you were in on it, Morgan. You drove down there, and you let Black have it.
Ooh, I'm a bad boy. That the best you got?
When did you last see Adrian?
Hell, I don't know. I had plenty to drink last night. Things are a little sketchy.
If he was on his way to meet you when he went missing, you're gonna have to do a lot better than I don't recall.
He had a couple and then left, I guess. Maybe he had to go meet someone. That's the best I can do.
This doesn't add up, Morgan. Your excuses don't help. Let's see how you
Pero
enjoy the
no, correcta.
LAPD taking an interest in your life.
You want my opinion? Lieutenant Morgan. I say he's lying, and whatever hole he's got Adrian stashed in, he's got to go back there sometime.
No da ni una, macho.
He sure left his drink in a hurry.
Vale, que conducir bien para que no se entere.
I bet he wishes he'd rehearsed that story better now.
Too close, Phelps. You're way too close.
Joder, tío. Ha tenido un accidente, es subnormal. ¿Qué probabilidad hay de que esté siguiendo a alguien y tenga un accidente?
You want my opinion? Lieutenant Morgan. I say he's lying, and whatever hole he's got Adrian stashed in, he sure left his drink in a hurry. I bet he wishes he'd rehearsed that story better now.
Me lo salto todo. Este lo tiene, vamos, lo tiene secuestrado, pero vamos. Se me pone siempre en rojo, macho.
Where are you taking us, Mr. Morgan?
Aquí para, ¿eh? ¿O va a girar? No, para aquí.
Let's check the place out. Come on. Day one of the big time, and you're already tailing drunks home from bars. You having fun yet? I told you it was non-stop glamour working traffic, didn't I?
I'm just trying to learn.
Oh, come on, Phelps. Save the creepy teacher's pet stuff for Leary. It won't work on me.
Pa' adentro. En el segundo otra vez.
Apartment 2.
All right. Let's pay our friend a visit. See if he's missed us yet.
Del 1 al 4. El 1... Aquí está.
Who the hell is that?
Ahí
Will you
está.
relax? Jesus, Adrian, I told you, we're in the clear. I'll get it. Ah, shit. It's over, Morgan.
Mató al
Mr.
cerdo
Black,
para fingir su muerte o algo.
LAPD, give
Y
yourself
largarse
up
con la
now.
manta.
I knew it.
Phelps, go after him. I'll try and head him off in the car. Remember, the gun is the last resort.
There's no point running, Adrian. Mr. Black, get back here right now. It's over, Adrian.
Stop right there, Adrian.
Why not just come clean with her, Black? Why the melodrama?
I thought it would be easier.
No, it just got a whole lot harder. Adrian Black, you're under arrest for conspiracy and fraud. We'll see what the DA has to say about wasting police resources on a wild goose chase like this.
You're gonna lose your wife, lose your job, and probably end up in the big house. I hope she was worth it, Adrian.
Qué retrasado, la verdad.
That turned out to be quite some case, huh? Adrian, what an idiot. You got an arrest and a clearance in your first case, and in fine style, too. Well done, detective. Efficient investigation technique, good public presence. You keep that up and you learn from Bukowski here, you could go a long way in this department.
$12 de 14 pistas. 8 de 12 preguntas correctas. Daño, herida, vehículo, ciudad, 0, todo. Podría haber largado sobre Adrian Black con un interrogatorio más duro. Bueno. No se puede ser perfecto.
Okay, we're gonna keep this short. I'm already late for the DA. First up, Phelps, Bukowski. We got a report of a brand new Packard abandoned in an empty lot off 2nd Street between Olive and Grand. DR is one Oswald Jacobs says the vehicle was dumped in his backyard. There's a patrolman on site. Get down there and see what you can turn up. Any questions? Good, get going.
Better go earn our pathetic wages.
You are so bad.
Rimsky, O'Halloran. Intelligence has information on a stolen car racket.
An abandoned vehicle. You catch all the good ones, huh, Phelps?
Sounds like there's more to it than that.
Es
Nobody
una
dumps
película
a
de
shiny
mafioso,
new Packard unless they borrowed it without asking.
You don't say. You're on fire today, Einstein.
Very funny.
Come on, my intense protege. Let's go save the world.
That bum took a swipe at me.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
You hear about Adrian? Broad in Seattle threw him out. Wife says she's gonna take him back.
Women generally show more compassion.
What are you talking about? Adrian dumped on her. He was humping the secretary. Margaret should show some pride.
Pride comes before a fall.
Vaya tela. La mujer lo perdona.
Phelps, traffic.
I'm Officer Houlihan. Car's down the alleyway, detectives.
We got a call about an abandoned vehicle.
Yes, sir. The car has flags. Might be some kind of diplomatic vehicle.
Has anyone touched this vehicle since you arrived?
No. And that Jacobs bird over there was on station before I got here.
We'll talk with him in a moment. Give us some time to look the place over.
Sure, take your time. He's a sore-headed old son of a bitch anyway.
Okay.
We'll have to use the registration to trace the owner.
PR 706. Consulado de Argentina.
It's owned by the Argentinian embassy.
Empty.
Aquí está una rueda.
Stealing the wheels is for amateurs. Car ring would have stripped it in a warehouse.
The tire cast is explicit.
Combination wrench. Must have used it to remove the wheel lugs.
¿Y este bate?
Doesn't tell me anything. I don't think so.
Que este gilipollas ese aquí echando fotos a esto si no sirve para... Ah, vale, lo estaba mirando solo. No hay nada más, ¿no? ¿Con esta se puede hablar?
I don't know why you're doing that, buddy, but I wish you'd stop.
Cerilla.
Don't think this is anything. Nothing significant.
Si no es nada, ¿por qué le está echando fotos?
Goddamn, if his clothes weren't covered in gunpowder residue.
Tío, se le echa fotos a cualquier cosa. ¿Y esto? Teléfono de policía.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Could you run the name Dewey Brothers? Possibly a dealership or car mechanics workshop.
One moment. Dewey Brothers Packard Dealership, 629 Figueroa Street.
Got it. Thank you.
Vale, vamos a hablar con el viejete.
Oswald Jacobs?
That's right.
What exactly happened here, Mr. Jacobs?
Last night, I was looking out of my window. I like to keep an eye on what's going on.
I can understand that.
You see this empty lot? Damn kids play stickball here. Always breaking my windows. Always asking for their ball back.
Can we get back to the car, Mr. Jacobs?
Don't be impatient, Sonny. Anyways, last night I see this brand spanking new Packard up on bricks.
Did you see who stole the Packard?
Hell yes, I did. I saw 3 goddamn Mexicans going to work on it.
Can you tell us what they were doing?
Using the headlights of an old Ford so they could strip the thing. I yelled out to them, "I'll call the cops." So they loaded up their car and drove off, tooting and hollering and yelling obscenities at me in Mexican.
You speak Spanish, sir?
No, I do not.
After the Mexicans left, you didn't go anywhere near the car?
After I scared them off? No, I didn't go anywhere near that car.
Can you describe the men?
Like I said, they were beaners.
Tell me about the car they were driving.
It was an old Ford. I didn't catch the license number.
You look like the kind of guy who notices details.
You're right there. The car was old, but it looked brand new. Candy apple red paint job stands out a mile.
What exactly did you see them take?
They was working on the tires. That's all that was took.
Voy a decidir
Did
que
you
le
see
creo.
them take anything else?
Nope, I don't think so.
Pero ¿por qué el que ha llamado?
That's enough for
Oh,
now.
2 de 4.
Remember, Jacob, it's an offense to obstruct a criminal investigation. Let's hope you've given us everything.
Jacobs dumped the book he was reading in a hurry when you walked out. Curious what he didn't want us to see?
Se ha dejado aquí la libreta.
Okay, so we have the owner of the vehicle, a degenerate. I'll run John Madsen by R&I.
Está loco. Buah, lo va a leer todo. Queda poco.
Contact details on a William Dewey. This looks like business rather than pleasure.
Le gusta todo, ¿eh?
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
No sé si hacía falta que llamara, pero bueno.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you put me through to Michigan 2458, please?
Sí.
Connecting you now.
Hello, can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Can I speak to John Madsen, please?
He's at school, officer. What's this about? Is he in trouble?
How old is your boy, ma'am?
Just turned 16.
Wrong person, Mrs. Madsen. Sorry to disturb you.
Messages for me, please.
There's just one message for you, Detective. A four-door Packard, diplomatic license number Paul Robert 706, was reported missing this morning by Juan Francisco Valdez.
Could you have him brought in?
He's already here at Central, Detective. He's demanding an audience, as he calls it.
Thanks. Can you get a message to Captain Leary? Tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. Thanks for your help. Can you cordon off this lot until we have the vehicle impounded?
Yes, sir, Detective.
We'll follow up on the owner. Get a statement from Jacobs, and I'll read your report back at the station.
O sea que me voy. ¿El compañero se queda? Concesionario, primero concesionario, ya. Ah, no, el compañero viene.
And that way, the people of Western Europe can be helped in their fight for decency and freedom. Make sure your family does its part. Look for the bin at your local grocer's. Your help of some dry goods or preserves will help those who need it the most. Donate today, won't you? And be sure to buy your victory bonds, available at your favorite movie theater.
This has got to be the 50th abandoned vehicle call we have caught this year. One more, and I'm going to go crazy.
Not your favorite cases?
You kidding me? This is barely even police work.
Que no está en castellano, tenés que leer el diálogo y conducir a la vez.
Keep what they steal.
INS officer needs help. 333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street. Officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Tío. Casi me lo como,
INS officer needs help. 333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street. Officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
Car 11K, we'll handle the help call.
11K, your help call is a glow blown in jewelry. 333 South Main Street. It's code 3.
What's the situation?
We got a hold-up gone sour. 3 guns locked themselves in with 2 hostages. I tried to go in through the front, but the place is a fortress. I nearly got a mouthful of lead from my trouble.
All right. I'll see if I can get in through the back.
All right, I'll stay here and keep them busy.
Let's go. Got back.
Se lo cargan,
Reinforcements are on.
Asómate, hijo de puta. Me han dado 2 tiros,
Quick, up the stairs! Get after him!
Me puedo quitar de aquí. Ah, es que me tiene encerrado. Más para arriba.
Put the weapon down now. You want to back off right now.
Oh.
Car 11K. I've been involved in a shooting at 333 South Main Street. Globe Loan and Jewelry. It's code 4 now, but the suspect is down. I need an ambulance here. And notify my supervisor and the coroner.
11K, roger on the ambulance and coroner. Your supervisor will be notified. All units, 11K reports code 4 on the shooting at 333 South Main Street. Globe Jewelry and Loan.
The nicotine slaves are all the same as a pet party or a poker game. Everything's got to stop while they have that cigarette. Smoke that cigarette.
Como te suben de nivel y eso, está guay hacer las llamadas de radio. Toma. ¿Pero hay que hacer algo? ¿Te va a hacer algo aquí o...? No.
I'll tell you in just a minute or two, but right now I just gotta have a cigarette. Smoke that cigarette.
Any unit able to handle citizen reports at 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street.
No me deja ni,
Handle code 3 identified.
The other night I had a date with the cutest little girl in 48 states. I read a town fancy little thing. Now she said she loved me and it seemed to me that things were just about like they ought to be. So me and the
Any unit able to handle citizen reports at 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Kid, drop that money one more time and you're a goner.
Sorry, mister. It's just
Bandido
my hands
hotelero.
are shaking.
Shut up! Get the money in the bag.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Hurry the hell up, will you? Come on. It's goddamn cops!
Careful! He's got a gun!
Hijo de puta.
What are we waiting for?
Mira este coche. Claro, que este no lleva chilena, no de la policía. Hostia, aquí las farolas no se quitan. ¿Puedo disparar? No. Tú no dispares, hijo, no vayas a hacer nada. Hostia, qué cabrón.
Stop here. They're making a break for it on foot.
Que va detrás tuya, tonto. Chacho, este tío. De verdad que este tío. Está cerca.
Car 11K to KGPL. Bristol Hotel 211 is code 4.
Units, be advised, code 4 at the Bristol Hotel on 8th Street. Code 4.
Into each life some rain must fall, but too much is falling in love. Into each heart some tears must fall, but someday the sun.
Estaría guapo que te persiga la policía. Te pare y diga, si eres mi jefe. No, por aquí pasa antes.
But when I think of you, another shower falls. Into each line, some rain must fall.
No tienes tú que aparcar nunca, aparca solo.
Don't tell me, let me guess. You were making your way past the lot, caught sight of the new model 4-door, and couldn't help yourself. You could see yourself in that car and just had to take a closer look. Well, I can't say as I blame you.
LAPD, Mac. We'd like to speak with the owner.
That's me, William Dewey, proprietor, at your service.
We're investigating the theft of a Packard belonging to the Argentine embassy. Are you missing a combination wrench?
I don't know, Detective, but I know how we can find out. Follow me.
Mira las maquinillas de bebida, como los zombies de Call of Duty.
We keep all our tools in here.
Mind if we look around?
Be my guest. You sure you guys aren't interested in a new car? Huh? Maybe a used car. I have some nice used cars for guys in your wage bracket.
Why don't you give us some alone time, Dewey? Go sell some cars or whatever it is that you do here.
That's not right.
Falta la roja.
One left.
Gabriel Delgado is missing a 3/4.
No sé qué era lo que ha salido. Ah, vale.
Not much help.
Esto sí puede ser. No, pero esta no era la matrícula.
Don't think this is any use to us.
Era PR 706, me parece. Con este no se puede hablar, ¿no? O sí.
Doesn't look like anything.
¿Dónde va, gato?
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Se las cambio. Las coge sin mirar y las lío. Vale, ¿dónde se ha ido el gilipollas este?
If you don't mind, we have a few questions. Packards are great cars, but this doesn't look like the kind of place favored by foreign embassies. How do you know Valdez?
I don't know Valdez. The embassy bought the car. All I know is he must know a quality car when he sees one.
Tengo dos para usarla esta. No la voy a usar. Venga, Voy a creer con esta.
So Valdez was just driving by and he saw the car.
Yeah, something like that. Happens all the time.
Where can we find Delgado?
I don't know. Sure as hell isn't here.
Esta no me la creo, ¿eh?
Address, Dewey, or my partner shoves her head in a car door.
Okay, all right. Apartment 3, 103 Hill Street. And tell him from me, if he ever shows his face around here again, I'm gonna kick his butt from here to Kingdom Come.
Una dirección, perfecto.
A wrench from this dealership was used to strip the wheels from a Packard last night, Mr. Dewey. A couple of Hispanics were seen taking parts.
We've had a spate of thefts ourselves. Comes with the location. Thieving bastards to steal anything the minute your back is turned.
What are you hiding, Dewey? Spill it. You don't want the LAPD getting too interested in this place.
So I hire a few illegals. It's cheaper than hiring returning GIs. They have less attitude. Downside is, they're a little light-fingered.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Dewey.
Dos de tres, está
No
bien.
problem. God damn that kid. I'm just an honest car salesman. Seems like you just don't know who you can trust these days.
Going to movies, Dewey. You're missing your calling. We really ought to take more time over the Packard, Phelps. Let's head back to the empty lot.
Al solar otra vez, ¿eh? Oh, bye.
You know the way. You can drive.
All right. Where to?
Bueno, no, vamos allá al otro.
You read this story in the Examiner about the Navy developing three-dimensional movies?
What's a dimension?
You know, like a graph. Vertical axis is Y and horizontal is X.
Well, that's clear as mud.
Third dimension would be Z. So things would be popping out of the screen.
That's ridiculous. Scare people out of the theater. God's name would want that.
La primera película en 3D.
People scoffed at the idea of talkies in color, and look what we have now. Okay, let's see what Gabriel has to say for himself.
I just hope our archangel has
¿Guarda solo todo el rato? ¿O hay botón de guarda? Reiniciar, ¿no? Vale, guarda solo. Vale. Pues lo voy a dejar por aquí. Mañana sigo. Me ha gustado mucho, mucho. Este sí me lo voy a pasar. A ver. ¿Hay alguien por ahí? No. Vale. Hasta mañana.